Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. On today's video, we are going to be outside in the garage doing something pretty awesome. We're not doing any tools. We're not going to build anything. I bought a Z grill off of Amazon. It's the 700 series, which means it has about 700, I believe, cubic inches of cooking space. I'll put some stats, or we'll talk about some stats maybe on some voiceover or something like that. This is the 702B series Z grill. I've never had a pellet smoker in my life, and I guess it's like an 8-in-1. It sears, it grills, it smokes, it bakes, it does all sorts of cool things. But again, this channel is not a cooking channel, but as you know, we kind of do some stuff around the house, some DIYs. I do dabble in some little cooking stuff, but today's video is all about the Z grill. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do an unboxing, kind of do a quick build on it, and then maybe we'll try to cook something and see what we do. I've never used one before. We're gonna probably start with something easy like chicken. It's supposed to rain this weekend, which I'm bummed out. I was Saturday, today is Tuesday, and I'm off on Saturday as well, and I was gonna do some ribs, but supposedly we have like 60 to 80% chance of rain. So I might have to put that off for a week, but we're gonna go ahead and get this thing built. If I have time today, I'm probably gonna do some chicken, because that takes about 3 to 4 hours, and we have beautiful weather. Check it out, that's the weather out here. It's super nice today. Let's talk about the box real quick. The box is actually really nice. It's super heavy. The box is in good condition. It showed up really nice. The only thing is right here, there's a little tiny puncture right there, nothing crazy. Box is really cool. It's got this wood grain pattern, so it's not just your standard. They actually took some time with the actual box design as well, not just throwing it in a brown box with no picture or anything like that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this thing cracked open. In this box up here, I also purchased from Amazon. This is not Wi-Fi enabled. It does not have built-in Wi-Fi. So I ended up purchasing, because I didn't want to, honestly, I'm going to talk about it real quick. I didn't want to spend $800 on a Traeger. I purchased this with my own money. This was 519 bucks. I was able to buy an external Wi-Fi sender to my phone. It has 4 probes. It was $39. So if anything ever happens to that, I can just replace it. I don't have to worry about something else in the grill not working and breaking. We're gonna go ahead and unbox this. I will have a link in the description to my Amazon affiliate account down below. If you're interested, click on that link and check out this grill, as well as the Wi-Fi temperature thingy majabi, so you can temp your food. Let's go ahead and get this box opened. Here we go. All right, guys, so now that we got this thing disassembled out of the box, I will tell you something. I found a problem. All right, so right here, if you actually look, the wood pellet grill, the ZPG 700D, ZPG 700D Pro, ZPG 700E owner's manual, that is not what I purchased. The one that I actually received was the ZPG 702B. I don't know if this is an older model or an upgraded model, but the instructions for this, check it out. It doesn't even look like that one on the box. This one has like a cage on the bottom and whatnot, but this one only has 4 legs with wheels. I will tell you, the wheels are really nice. They have this nice rubber coating. They're not plastic. Came with everything. There's the smokestack, there's the grate. We have the grill cover, which was pretty cool. It comes with a cover, came with these really neat gloves. Here is the plate that covers the hopper. This is already built, so it just basically slides in. Here's the screws, slides right in. Awesome. It does hold 20 pounds of pellets. This one holds 20 pounds of pellets. Here's the lid, this is the cover. The grease actually goes in a nice downward direction into the grease bucket. And then of course the top grate and that. The problem is it came with these simple instructions right here. Simple instructions. Looks like it's gonna be easy to put together, but the problem is I really don't have instructions on how to do this. I think these legs just screw directly into the main body. You can see right here, there's 2 holes down here, and I'm not entirely sure how this is gonna work, but I think I'm gonna be putting this together blind without real instructions on what to do first. But with that being said, without further ado, let's go ahead and get this thing built. And when we come back, we'll have this thing all set and I'll tell you how the build process was. And I'm gonna actually use what it comes with. I'm not gonna use any of my power tools or go get better wrenches. I'm gonna use to build this thing. We're gonna use these little things right here and the screwdriver that it comes with. Let's go ahead and get this thing built and get this grill put together. Here we go. So I wasn't paying attention when I was doing this. If you notice this hole right here, again, there's no instructions and I wasn't thinking. This hole and this hole should be here and here, so I have to flip these over. So what I need to do is take these back apart and then flip them, because that rod right there is supposed to go through here for the wheels. But I don't have instructions on how to do this, so yeah, that's where I'm at. Let's go ahead and get these flipped. All right, so if you are putting on the bottom here, I highly recommend doing this part first before you put your wheels on, because again, I don't have instructions, so I didn't know. That should go like that. We should be good. All right, let's go ahead and put the wheels back on for the second time. I have to do that because I don't have instructions. All right, now that we got the main body put together, let's go ahead and yeah, we're gonna put the lid on, we'll put the hopper in, we'll put the grate in. It'll pretty much be done. I can't really even see that. All right, let's go ahead and try to get this installed. All right, let's go do it. What's up, Kimosabi? Okay, it's time to get the smokestack put up, but let's go ahead and make sure we put this washer on, so you don't want any smoke leaking around from that. Although there is no gasket around here, which is kind of curious, but that's all right. We'll go ahead and just get this one installed. All right guys, so now that we got the majority of the grill smoker put together, let's go ahead and add the hopper right here, and yeah, we should be good. So I say let's do it. Let's get this hopper installed. So the bolts to the hopper right here, you can see there's 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, mama's home. You can see that the bolts are already installed, so you're gonna have to take those out and then slide it in and you'll be good. All right guys, so what we need to do is we're gonna put on the hopper lid. The problem is I didn't realize, because there's no instructions, that I didn't put the hopper on first, because I'll never be able to get to this side. But what I'm gonna do is I'm actually just not too worried about it. I'm just gonna put in these 3 screws right here and be done with it. And then the hopper container part will be good to go. So let's go ahead and get this back on. All right guys, now that we got everything put together for the most part, I think we're pretty good. Let's go ahead and get the cover that's over here. It's just a plate that just sits there. The grease drip pan, we'll put the grate in, and then this top grate, and it should be built. Everything, I gotta admit, so far went together very good. There wasn't no like skewed parts or anything like that. Unfortunately, I didn't have instructions, so I was winging it. I had to redo a couple things, but for the most part, pretty easy. Let's go ahead and get the rest of this thing put together, and we should be good to go and be built. All right guys, so the Z grill is completely built, and it actually, again, was pretty easy to install, to build, but I will say the instructions were crappy. They were really bad. There really was no instructions. The only thing that you got were those simple instructions. Showed you nothing about how to put the legs together or anything like that. Let me show you inside the grill. So luckily it came with the tools, and I was able to build this grill with the tools that it came with, and they were super easy. You really didn't need much. It probably would have been a lot easier if you had your own screwdriver and really good wrenches. Would have made the job a little bit easier, but you can build this grill just using what it comes with. Has a 3-year warranty sheet, talks about that. I'm not gonna go over that. And the instructions that you need to do to start your grill for the very first time. Make sure you follow these instructions to start the grill for the very first time. You have to make sure that there's nothing in the auger, let it run. You have to make sure that the fan is blowing, things like that. So make sure before you attempt to just start smoking right away, follow the instructions on this yellow sheet of paper. Let's talk about the leftovers. I did have these 2 large washers that I believe they go on the inside of where the wheels were. I'll probably go ahead and take those apart at some point and put those 2 on. And then it did have 16 locking washers, and I have a feeling those were supposed to go over here on each one of these bolts right here. 1 extra of everything else, and these 2 little tiny gaskets they're called, but they're just a washer. I have a feeling that those were probably supposed to be somewhere maybe on like this handle or something like that. Not too sure. But for the most part, I used up everything that it came with. I'm happy. I don't think it's gonna fall apart. It's nice and sturdy, it's level. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Losing parts left and right. Let's go ahead and follow the firing instructions for the very first time. We're gonna plug it in and see how this thing works. All right, remove the grill, porcelain grill. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and follow the instructions. This time I'm following it from a T. Thank goodness it came with this. Let's go ahead and see how this thing works for the very first time. It says open the pellet hopper lid, make sure there are no foreign objects in the auger and the hopper. All right, looks good to me. With the switch in the off position, plug the power cord into the, which I did, turn your Z-Grill and turn the temperature dial to the smoke position. Please check the following things. Please do not touch it. Confirm the auger is turning, wait for 1 to 2 minutes, hold your fingers above the fire pot right here to make sure that the fan is blowing, and the hot rod will heat up and you should be able to sense heat coming from it. It should take approximately 1 to 2 minutes. All right guys, so we went ahead and we got this thing going. It's working. I do have air coming out of here. You can feel some heat. All right guys, now that we went ahead and got this thing pre-initial fired, let's go ahead and move it outside. I'm gonna set it right over here into the front. I'm gonna throw some pellets. I have a 20-pound bag of apple wood pellets. They're right there. They're actually Traeger brand, and it's a 20-pound bag, and I'm gonna see if this thing fits all 20 pounds because it says it holds, it's a 20-pound hopper. So let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna fire it up. We're gonna let it run for probably 15, 20 minutes, let it get all that kind of initial shipping grease off, and then we're gonna go ahead and throw a couple chickens on here and try it out for the very first time. All right guys, now that we got this thing running, we've had it running for about a half an hour, 40 minutes. I got my chicken seasoned in the kitchen. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do 2 chickens. One has got a barbecue rub type stuff on it, and then the other one has got an adobo rub. This video is not about cooking or anything, but let's go ahead and get those chickens on the Z-Grill, and hopefully we should be good. It's pushing about 250 right now, and I have it set to 225. Hopefully that'll drop down a little bit in temperature. Let's go ahead and add these chickens to this grill and see what happens. All right, so over here, we're gonna add this chicken on. All right. All right, guys, I just want to check in and let you know that we're doing really good on the cook. Everything seems to be going, we've gone for about an hour now, and to be honest with you, this thing is holding its temperature amazingly. I have it set to 225, and right now it's at 230. It was just at 225, jumped up to 230, 231, goes back down to 223, kind of fluctuates within that 5 or 6 degree range so far. So far, super happy with that. It really, when I started it up, it skyrocketed up to 300, and I let it sit for a little bit and it slowly went down. So you have to let it go for probably a good 30 minutes, 40 minutes before you add any food or anything like that. But so far so good, just checking in and letting you know how the actual grill itself is doing. Not so much about the food, more about the grill. And yeah, we've been in about an hour. My chicken's about 95 degrees internal temperature, so I probably have a couple hours left of this cook to go. When we come back, I'll let you know how we're doing. So, all All right, 231, it's doing amazing. Here we go. All right, guys. Got some dogs going crazy in the background. So we went ahead and we just cranked up. This thing has been going for, it is been 3 hours now. And the temperature of the chicken is 151 degrees. And what I did was I cranked that temperature up to 350 degrees. So there's the 350 mark. And we're gonna get these to 165 internal. It's got a nice little quick smoke going. But I will say now this is dropping. It gets up really high, really hot, really fast. So it jumped to 375 and now it's gonna basically set itself down to around the 350 range. I gotta say, I've been really, really impressed with the overall. I've been sitting here watching this almost this entire time. I had it set to 225 and I can say that it stayed around the 225, 220, 230 range really well. It's been holding its temperature amazing. So far so good with the Z Grill. Instructions, not so great on putting together, but the overall performance of it, it's actually dropping right now, 374. So that's gonna hopefully get down to the 350 range, 373. It's dropping in temperature now. So we should be done with these chickens, hopefully within the next maybe hour, half an hour range. And then we're gonna go ahead and test them out and I'll show you what those chickens look like when they are done. All right, guys, so it has been almost 15 minutes that this chicken has been rested, and it looks and smells amazing. Honestly, this is the first time I've used a smoker or a pellet grill of any kind, and I'm super ecstatic of how this turned out. I got one here which has barbecue sauce and like a barbecue type rub seasoning on it, and then this one here is just straight adobo seasoning with no sauce, so we're gonna try that one as well. But I think what we're gonna do is we'll go ahead and cut these open, check them out, see how they taste, and then go from there. All right, let's see what, let's go ahead and cut open this barbecue one, see how that one turned out. All right, guys, so this is literally just falling apart, and it looks amazing. Hold on one second. So this chicken is literally falling apart. It smells amazing. It's done. Let's go ahead and give it a taste and try it out, see what it tastes like. That chicken is absolutely fire. Ooh, that's hot. Help me. Hold the camera. Be my camera woman. Check it out. There it is. Now I got two hands. I got a girl behind the camera. So, how's it smell? Smell good? Mm-hmm. Smells good. We're gonna go ahead and eat dinner, guys. So, all right. It's literally just juices are falling. So, we're just gonna end it like this. All right, guys. That is it. That is the video. That is the Z Grill 700 series grill built. First time ever cooking with this, and I cooked chicken, and it's absolutely, wait till you try this. This is amazing. So, all right, guys, if you like this video, go down below, hit the thumbs up. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, put a comment below. Let me know what you think, what I should try to cook on this next. And I promise next time might be a little bit better. It's just really messy because it's really delicious. So, all right, guys, until that next video, do one thing, stay awesome. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Punches the camera.
Yeah, hit that red button up there. Okay. Babe, we're done. What?
I'm glad you got that.
What?
So you could use it.
Never.
Still in the bag. You needed it right that day. You were like, I need it right right now.
Leave me
I
alone.
need it right now.
You need to leave me alone. Go.
I'm going.
You need to leave me alone. Stay awesome. We'll see you on the next video. Bye. Pow, pow, pow.
Walk up, just goes.
Do it. Punch it.